Hey everyone! Welcome to Update X24H, your go-to channel for the latest news, hottest dramas, breaking stories, and all the buzz from the world of entertainment. We're here to keep you updated, entertained, and always in the loop. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing family. Because here at Update X24H, we bring you the news that matters, the drama you love, and the stories you can't miss. Thanks for being part of our community. Let's stay connected, stay updated, and keep the good vibes rolling.
Imagine the most important day of your career, and the very people meant to support you try to ruin it. Now imagine a close friend stepping in, standing up and saying, "Not today." This is not just gossip. This is the jaw-dropping moment when beloved actor Liu Yuning shocked the Chinese entertainment industry by ordering Zhao Lusi's agency out of her own inauguration ceremony. But was it an act of rebellion, or the ultimate act of protection? The evening was set to be more than just a celebration. It was meant to be the defining moment of Zhao Lusi's journey from beloved actress to ambitious entrepreneur. The venue itself spoke volumes. The grand ballroom of the Shangri-La Hotel in Beijing, polished marble floors gleaming under crystal chandeliers, and rows of carefully placed seats reserved for over 300 guests, including industry elites, investors, and respected media representatives. Every detail had been meticulously planned over the course of months, with an investment of more than 2 million yuan, a sum that signaled both the seriousness of her new venture and the scale of her vision for the future. For Zhao Lusi, this was not only a professional milestone but also a deeply personal one. She was stepping onto a stage that symbolized independence, a break from the image of a rising star controlled by others, toward becoming a woman with her own voice, her own company, and her own destiny. She moved through the reception in a gown designed especially for her, smiling gracefully as she greeted familiar faces, her words carrying both excitement and quiet confidence. Photographers captured every angle, and interviewers spoke eagerly of her bold transition. Yet behind the polished smiles and glittering decor, there lingered an unease, almost invisible to the untrained eye. Whispers had been circulating for weeks, whispers of disputes with her management agency, accusations of financial mishandling, projects signed without her approval, and creative control slipping away from the very hands that built her career. Those who were close to the situation knew that the air around her was charged, fragile, as though the perfect surface could crack at any moment. It is this contrast that made the night so powerful. On the one hand, a celebration of ambition and new beginnings. On the other, the looming presence of unresolved conflict threatening to overshadow it all. For the audience present, the launch carried the allure of glamour. But for Zhao Lusi herself, it was far more than a performance. It was a declaration of independence, an unspoken promise to herself, and to the world that she would no longer be defined by the politics of an industry that often places control above creativity. The tension that simmered beneath the surface set the stage for what would become one of the most dramatic turning points in recent entertainment history. ChatGPT said, "What happened next transformed an elegant evening into a moment of unforgettable drama." Guests who had been sipping champagne and exchanging polite conversation suddenly found their attention drawn to the fountain at the center of the hall, where Liu Yuning, normally known for his calm and gentle presence, was engaged in a visibly tense exchange with representatives from Zhao Lusi's agency. At first the discussion appeared restrained, spoken in hushed tones, but soon the shift in his posture and the intensity in his voice betrayed a mounting frustration that could no longer be contained. Witnesses recall the sharpness in his words, the firm set of his jaw, and the unmistakable anger in his eyes. Then, in an instant, the tension broke into the open. His voice rose above the polite hum of the ballroom, carrying a message that silenced the crowd. He declared with unshakable clarity that the night belonged to Zhao Lusi, that this was her moment of triumph, and that he would not stand idly by while others attempted to tarnish it with politics and personal vendettas. For a man known for restraint, the sheer force of his conviction was staggering. The statement rang through the room not just as a defense of a friend, but as a rebuke to an entire system that too often places control over the artist it claims to protect. Before anyone could fully process the words, Liu Yuning acted. He walked with measured determination to the security staff, his resolve leaving no room for hesitation, and gave the order to escort Zhao Lusi's agency out of the hall. It was an act at once shocking and symbolic. An artist standing against the very machinery that was supposed to support her. The security team, visibly uncertain at first, obeyed, and as the agency representatives protested and raised their voices, the balance of power in the room shifted irreversibly. The guests stood stunned, some covering their mouths in disbelief, others nodding in quiet admiration. It was not only the courage of Liu Yuning that struck them, but also the profound implication of his defiance. In a single act, he had redefined the evening, transforming a company launch into a public confrontation about loyalty, trust, and the right of an artist to safeguard her own dignity. That moment of raw defiance would echo far beyond the ballroom, igniting conversations that no amount of glitter or glamour could ever overshadow. The atmosphere in the grand hall shifted the moment Zhao Lusi chose to respond. For a few tense seconds, all eyes turned to her, waiting for the inevitable attempt to calm the situation or perhaps to defend the agency that had represented her career until this point. Many expected her to step forward with diplomatic words, to smooth over the scene and preserve appearances. Yet what happened instead caught everyone by surprise and changed the meaning of the confrontation entirely. Rather than rushing to the side of her agency, Zhao Lusi remained composed, her expression firm yet calm. She acknowledged Liu Yuning's bold intervention not with hesitation, but with gratitude. Witnesses recall the way she nodded gently, her gaze steady, and later spoke words that cut through the confusion of the moment. She thanked him for protecting her peace of mind on what was supposed to be the most important night of her professional life. It was a statement that reverberated beyond the walls of the hotel ballroom. In one decisive act of support, she validated Liu Yuning's actions, transforming what could have been interpreted as reckless into a gesture of loyalty and necessity. This moment marked a profound turning point. What had begun as a scandalous scene of public confrontation suddenly became something deeper, a declaration of unity, of solidarity between two artists against forces that sought to control and exploit. The audience, who only minutes earlier had been whispering in shock, now looked on with a mix of awe and respect. The relationship between Zhao Lusi and her agency had been exposed as fractured beyond repair, but the bond between her and Liu Yuning emerged stronger than ever. There was also something powerfully symbolic in her response. By choosing not to defend her management team, she effectively signaled a shift in her career, a willingness to break free from old structures and embrace her own authority. For Zhao Lusi, the act of siding with Liu Yuning was more than gratitude. It was an open declaration that her future would not be dictated by those who misused her trust. In that hall, filled with industry veterans and powerful investors, she showed the courage to stand apart and reclaim her narrative. Observers described her composure after the agency's removal as striking. Where tension had once clouded her expression, she now appeared more relaxed, more radiant, as though the burden of weeks of internal conflict had been lifted from her shoulders. It became evident that the presence of those representatives had cast a shadow over the evening, and only their absence allowed Zhao Lusi to truly enjoy the event she had worked so hard to create. What moved people most, however, was the emotional truth at the heart of it all, the quiet but undeniable affirmation that she was not alone. In an industry where isolation is common and trust is fragile, Zhao Lusi's acknowledgement of Liu Yuning's courage gave the entire confrontation a deeper meaning. It was not merely about removing a disruptive presence. It was about reclaiming control, honoring loyalty, and recognizing the rare kind of friendship that stands firm when everything else feels uncertain. This turning point did not just rescue the evening. It redefined it as a moment of liberation. Why does this matter? Why has this single moment captured the world's attention? A challenge to industry norms. In China's entertainment world, agencies often hold enormous power over artists. For a star as big as Zhao Lusi to publicly oppose her agency signals a potential shift in the balance of power. The loyalty factor. Liu Yuning's actions were not about self-gain. He risked public backlash to stand by a friend. That level of loyalty resonates deeply with audiences everywhere. Whether you're in the US, Korea, Japan, or Europe, the idea of standing up for someone you care about is universal. The financial scandal angle. Allegations suggest the agency had been misusing Zhao Lusi's name and finances without her knowledge. If proven true, this isn't just betrayal. It's a breach of trust that could spark lawsuits and even reshape contracts across the industry. The symbolic moment. Think about it. A launch meant to celebrate independence became the very stage where independence was claimed. It's poetic, dramatic, and unforgettable. Audiences across different cultures will connect with this differently. In the US and Europe, people see it as a fight for personal freedom. In Korea and Japan, it resonates with themes of loyalty and honor. In Southeast Asia, fans admire the courage to break free from exploitation. No matter where you are, this moment isn't just about celebrities. It's about the human desire to take back control of your life. Let's explore a few new angles. Could this be the beginning of a new agency model, where artists form their own companies to regain control? Will Liu Yuning's bold stance inspire other actors to speak up about unfair treatment? And perhaps the most intriguing question: does this moment hint at a partnership, professional or personal, between Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi that goes far beyond friendship? These questions fuel speculation, but they also highlight something bigger. Change is coming. What makes this story so powerful is not just the drama, but the message. That courage sometimes means risking everything in public. That true friendship is proven in moments of crisis. And that even in an industry built on glamour and control, authenticity still shines through. For Zhao Lusi, this night may be remembered less for the chaos and more as the moment she truly stepped into her power. The story of Liu Yuning and Zhao Lusi is not just another entertainment headline. It's a reminder of resilience, loyalty, and the fight for independence in an industry often clouded by secrecy. And as the dust settles, one truth remains clear. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stand up when everyone else stays silent. Thank you for watching Update X24H. If this story moved you, inspired you, or simply shocked you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and join our community as we continue to uncover the stories shaping the world of entertainment. Your support means everything, and together, we'll keep shining a light on the moments that matter. Stay inspired. Stay updated. See you in the next video.